want to talk about the magic in this show. So there was magic, but it seemed pretty weak, pretty lame. Like, so first of all,
Oh,
I'm thinking,
yeah.
okay, there's two armies at battle, and then the Sintra has a sorcerer. Why isn't he out there lobbing fireballs? And then so he does this protection spell over the castle, but then that fails. He's like,
And
"Oh,
let
it
me
lasts as long as I do." But
right.
he was still alive, but his stupid spell failed.
That's what I thought that was a mistake because she said, "How long will it last?" He says, "As long as I do," which I took to mean that the spell will last as long as he does.
Right.
Because otherwise, why would he say that? If otherwise, he would just say, like 3 to 4 minutes usually. Sometimes I got a lot of sleep, so maybe 4 minutes. I think
Until
I'll be
I
okay.
got tired, and then I just can't do it
because
anymore.
because then it runs out, and I kind of like looked up. I'm like, well, what? Why isn't it working anymore? Is he dead? Was he shot by an arrow?
Kind of like in a game where your life or your energy just starts to drain, and
Your
so
mana, yeah, your mana gets used up, and then
and so he's got it lasts as long as his mana lasts, and
That's a great.
He's gotta recharge.
That's a great point. Maybe that's probably how the game works. But then he really should have just said a few minutes or not long. But anyway, I thought that was such a weird trick that they pulled on us there.
Plus then the Witcher has magic too.
Right.
So and somebody did call him a witch at one point too. So he's not just a witcher, he's a witch.
Right.
So what does witcher mean? And then it's so I got a lot of like Star Wars kind of vibes from this show, like
What is the difference between a witch and a witcher?
Yeah, I don't even know.
Oh, okay.
That's my point.
And he said there's no female witches, right?
Yeah, so what isn't a male witch just a wizard or a warlock or something like?
Warlock, or maybe just the Witcher.
Yeah, I
Okay,
guess,
Melissa, you watched a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Did it explain what a witcher is?
No, it hasn't.
I'm shocked.
Because I'm still confused. But and I have to agree with Michael that the magic is kind of weak, and I want more. I want more from the magic and what it can do. But some of the questions that I had leaving the first episode have been answered in moments through where I've watched up to. So,
Okay.
and it's gotten more interesting, and but there's still some very confusing parts too.
But does the Witcher have any other magic besides the force push?
I don't really know. He keeps drinking this liquid, and I don't know if that's supposed to give him more power.
Rum. It's
Mana
rum.
potion.
Oh, so they are taking a lot.
I don't know. I've never played the game or anything like that, but
You should follow up by playing the game.
Yeah, this show actually makes me want to play the game less.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you guys will be shocked to find out, maybe, or I was. When I looked it up on IMDb, I think I even looked it up before I started watching, or right at the beginning, and it had like an 8 or an 8 something on IMDb. I was like, wow, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be fun. And then I see the first scene, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready. This is all right. Let's go have some fun. And I'm like, who the f- is rating this thing? Only people that played the video game? It was like an 8.1 or 8.2. Who is giving it such high marks? I mean, no offense. I'm not trying to say it's a 1.
This first episode has an 8.4.
Yeah.
Who's rating that?
Yeah, I don't know who's rating that.
People
The gaffer?
who think that Henry Cavill is nice to look at, I guess.
Ah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think he's nice to look at, but I still wouldn't give it an 8.1.
Yeah, you're the 1.6 that voted it down.
I would have voted down completely either.
And I saw that the last episode got a 9, averaged a 9. Like that's their average, a 9.
Interesting. Will say that it gets more interesting as it progresses, but yeah, you have to go,
Ugh.
wait, what are they talking about?
Yeah,
before
you have to
get
sit
make it-
through more episodes of this long show where you're falling asleep listening to all these different names of
You know what?
places and
Yeah.
I wonder if it
watching
would
their
be
lame magic and
weak magic. I wonder if it would be interesting if you got somebody that watched the entire first season and really understood it. Maybe they read the books and played the video games and whatever. And you said, hey, in 15 minutes, tell me what that first season was about.
Right.
I wonder if they can make it really interesting because they would just tell you what the actual story is about. They'd be like, hey, there's this Witcher guy. He's got some kind of weak powers. It's a sorcerer. Then the Witcher's destiny is this little girl. And then they go off on this adventure and then they meet these, and you start going, oh, this is fun story time. This is interesting. You know, I wonder if the actual meat and potatoes, the bones of this actual show, the storyline is actually really interesting. And it was just not executed well in the scripts, maybe.
nope.
I tried.
Yeah, I think that it was not executed as well as it could have been. And I think there was potential for better storytelling. Because there's some interesting elements in it.
Right, yeah.
And
Werewolf, succubus,
yeah, and I want to see more of these things.
magic. I was like, magic? There's magic in the show? Cool. Oh, that's the magic? Oh.